Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Joe Edwards. Joe, really looking forward to the opening stage of the group games in the Europa League. Done so well to get here, and that's pretty gutting, really.
Pretty flat, I thought, to be honest. There's been a bit of mixed reaction, really, on social media. Some saying that Wolves did enough to get something, to perhaps potentially win. I thought, again, they were pretty passive, pretty unconvincing. It was a big chance to respond to what happened against Chelsea and against Everton, and it didn't quite happen for me.
No.
It was just Braga, fair play to them. They did a job on Wolves, really. Good away day showing, as good as it can get, really. Set up shop, got one chance, took it, and Wolves didn't take theirs in the first half, and it was a lesson in ruthlessness, really.
Absolutely. Look, he made plenty of changes. I thought the side looked okay on paper. And Cutrone, all the main chances fell to Cutrone in that first half. I'd be disappointed he didn't get at least one.
Yeah, he looked to the Evans after that third one. I mean, the first one, kind of beautiful through ball from Gibbs White on a sixpence, really, but the first touch just let him down. The chance went begging, and then the other one kind of spins Bruno Aviana, leaves him for dead, but then can't keep the shot down. Hits it over the bar, and then the last one, it's any chance you'd want as a striker. You've got it on the laces, 10 yards out, so you're thinking net's going to ripple, but he snatches at it, goes wide, and that summed up his night, really. The effort, the application was there, but the quality wasn't, and it kind of summed up Wolves' evening, really. They were trying to unlock that Braga defence, but they just didn't have the incisiveness to do so.
No, and the worrying thing was there were warning signs there. I mean, you saw Chelsea scored early at the weekend. Braga could have had a great chance inside the first minute, and again in the second half. Yeah. So the starting halves badly, aren't they? And as soon as you do that, you're in trouble. And of course, they got that goal, and they held on to the lead.
Yeah, the pace of the back three seems to be being exposed a little bit at the moment. Cody, of course, got exposed by Abraham against Chelsea, and I thought Galeno kind of had his way with Wolves tonight. He had that penalty share, which wasn't a penalty, it was a dive, but his direct running and his sheer pace just kind of had Wolves on the ropes all evening, I thought, and he obviously sets up Horta for the winner. Yeah. Fair play to the lad, he's took it well, but Bennett mistake, passing the ball out, playing a pass that wasn't there, really, and then Galeno running down the line, squaring it to Horta, who made the most of the chance.
Yeah, Vallejo missing out tonight, and Bennett coming in. Look, I think Wolves are more solid with Bennett in the side. Obviously, Bennett's got his critics. This isn't a time for really singling people out and having a go, is it? We've got to get behind the team. They've got a lot of games coming thick and fast, including Sunday, and we'll go into that in a minute. But as soon as the game goes on, they don't take those chances. They seem just the energy, the confidence saps out of them a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. You see someone like Ruben Neves. I mean, he is playing literally as another centre back at the moment.
Yeah, he showed a bit more attacking intent, I thought, a little bit more, but it's not much. And it's kind of the story of the whole team. You know the ability that they've got, but they're not showing it, and it just makes it all the more frustrating because we've seen it so many times. And in Neves' case, it's even more so because you look at him in the final third, he's got that eye for a pass. He's not the paciest of players, but he is creative, he is talented. He's not getting in the positions to kind of impose his will. A fourth centre half, when Wolves are on the ball, off the ball, he doesn't really kind of track back as much. So he kind of gets lost in that shuffle, really. He kind of gets, descends into nothingness almost.
Sure.
And for a player like him, he's got to be doing more. Wolves collectively have got to be doing more, but Neves is coming under the spotlight because we know how talented he is. But just how deep he's dropping, he's just not being able to show it.
Yeah, surely he's better in that centre. You want him maybe at the bottom of that centre circle, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Spraying passes. Yeah. I understand you've got to adapt. Look, he played Cutrone and Raul tonight. Jota was on the bench. Moutinho was on the bench. They looked better when they came on, as you would expect. Do you feel they're feeling victim now of having to change it so much because of these games? Whereas last season you could name your team every single week, and he played it every single week. I understand the second season syndrome. Or is that too easy to say? Do they need to do better? Is there a problem here that Nuno needs to work out?
I think it's belief. I think it is belief. I think I've said it in my report that I think Wolves are worrying too much about what the opposition are going to do to them, and that fearlessness which drove them to seventh last season, which got them into Europe in the first place, has just kind of faded in these past few weeks. it seems like, you know, here at Molineux, you know, against Braga, yeah, Braga are a good team. We know they're going to set up shop. They're going to be, you know, difficult to break down. But Wolves at times are almost playing like the away team, and I think they've got to be on the front foot more of the time, take a few more risks, be a bit more bold, and hopefully the goals will come. But yeah, the kind of chopping and changing doesn't help. But I think it's down to having that belief in themselves again, because you know Wolves can do it, and as I say, that's what makes it frustrating nights like this.
The good news, I guess, is that it's game week 1 of 6. You know, they've got it for the group stages. You know, they've got 5 other games left. Bratislava have gone and won and beaten a fantastic result, beating Besiktas 4-2 tonight.
Wide open, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the connotations are, and you'd expect that this kind of group is going to be wide open going into the last game week.
Well, you're thinking, you know, going into it, you're thinking Wolves and Besiktas, your two qualifiers, and they've both lost their first games.
Yeah, amazing, yeah.
So it does throw it wide open. Bratislava, we thought, oh well, they'll be pushovers, but you know, clearly not. You know, they've obviously got something about them. So it's going to be interesting to see how it shakes up. But it's just this kind of home results. You know, you really want to kind of make a statement. Make a statement at Molineux. You know, you got away legs at obviously Bratislava and Besiktas, which are going to be particularly fiery. And then you know Braga will be thinking, well, if we can beat them at Molineux, we can beat them at our place.
Sure.
So you know, it's all about starting as you mean to go on, and Wolves haven't got the start that they wanted. So it's a bit of an uphill battle from here. And as we say, I think just a bit more belief to get back to the best. And
they're going to have some of that belief pretty quickly, because they go to Sunday, they go to Selhurst Park, and you know Palace obviously not in a good situation at the moment as well. But look, Wolves are going to have to play a damn sight better than they have done in recent weeks, so as they'll go there and they'll come away with nothing.
Well, that's it. And if they carry on making errors at the back, they'll carry on getting punished. Palace, of course, shipped 4 goals against Tottenham. They're not exactly tight at the back themselves, but. You do wonder if it's going to be two teams that are very tentative and just kind of looking to play for a draw. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because Wolves have got to get that first win under the belt sooner rather than later. And you want these players, your Cutrones, if he's going to be involved, but Jimenez, Jota, Moutinho, to just show what they're about.
Show what
they're about. We know they're quality players, and teams like Palace, they are good teams, but Wolves really should be beating them. They should be. Now, as the team that finished 7th last season, they should be beating Palace on Sunday. So fingers crossed they do.
Absolutely. Wolves 0, Braga 1. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandStar.com.